Okay, we're live. Um, Hi everybody. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Shravya Satish. I'm a field marketing intern for Sizigi this year. So I'm just going to give a brief intro about what Sizigi is if you're not familiar with it. So we're a customizable e-portfolio platform. This is really helpful for job applicants, if you're a college student, if you're just looking to build out your portfolio, something that's super helpful. And you can upload videos, docs, etc. And you can send customizable portfolios to your employers just to create a more personable experience so they get to know you on a more deeper level rather than just look at what you have on your paper resume. A lot of problems we encounter are with ATS scoring software, things like that, and building a customizable portfolio kind of takes you beyond that, gives you a more personable feel, and helps the interview process just become a more comfortable experience for you and the hiring manager. Just a few updates with Syzygy. We do have a pitch competition that is live right now, so y'all should definitely go check that out on our social media. And we do have a social media challenge that we're going to be launching soon. So if you're interested in winning a few free gift cards, then definitely follow us on our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So today I'm going to cut to the chase. So we're here to interview Leander Howard. He's the founder of his company called Spark Your Resume. They specialize in resume enhancement, building your LinkedIn profile, networking skills, really career coaching, and they've helped over hundreds of people land their dream jobs at very prestigious companies. He's also a financial analyst at Adobe, so that's super exciting. So yeah, I'm super excited to welcome Leander. Can you hear me, Leander? It says that you're muted. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Perfect.
All right, cool. My bad. Sorry about that.
Yeah, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for the introduction.
Oh.
I was trying to. I think this is you here.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Cool.
There you go.
Now, thank you for the introduction. Excited to be here. Let's drop some gems.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. So I'll start off with our first question. So because you have so much expertise in regards to writing the resume, what would you say are the main pain points that you see with your customers? And can you just talk about some of the pros and cons of a traditional resume?
Yeah, most definitely. The first pain point I see is I classify it's two resumes. You either have a dual resume or an achievement-based resume. And what I mean by having a dual resume is that a lot of people want to tell me what they did in the role, right? So for example, if I'm a financial analyst at Adobe, right? I don't want to put on a resume the task that I just did or what I do day in, day out at Adobe. I want to show my impact. What impact did I make within the company? How did I contribute to the overall growth of the company? That's what you want to see in the resume. And that's what an achievement-based resume is. You want to make sure that you're highlighting exactly how you brought value. And I think that's the biggest pain point I see on the resume is people want to tell me what they did, and that's it. And they leave it just like that, Oh, I might have, reconciled statements, and I'll be their only bullet point. I'm like, okay, but what did that do for the company? And I always tell people to think about this, like, if your position didn't exist, what would that company lack? That's exactly how you brought value. And people don't think they're bringing value. I get it. You're in your day. I mean, you're in your job 40 hours a week, working day in, day out. You're not thinking, oh, I'm really contributing to the overall growth of the company because you're doing your day-to-day task. All right. It makes sense. I get why people struggle with, articulating themselves well within a resume. Right. But they have to think about the overall nature. Take yourself out of the employee mindset for a second and think as the CEO of the company. They wouldn't have hired you if they didn't need you. Your position wouldn't exist if they didn't need you. I don't care how big or small it is. You're doing something to contribute. That's what we want to see on the resume. Because if I'm an HR recruiter, right, and you're applying for a job, I can look up on Google what your role entails, or I probably already know what the role entails or what a qualified candidate is. I don't need you to tell me that. I need you to tell me, based on your previous experiences, how have you contributed to the overall growth of the company in each role? And another point I want to say is make it consistent throughout the resume. You want to make every position have equal amount of importance. What I mean by that is I don't need to see 6 bullet points for one position, 2 bullet points for the next, and 3 for the next. Now it looks like you gave all your efforts to one job. And the other 2 don't really mean anything. They have no value.
Right.
You want to keep it consistent throughout and make sure that you're bringing the same amount of value across the board. Because now if I'm looking at your resume, I'm more interested in the job that you have 10 bullet points about rather than the one that has 2. And now it leaves room for questioning, questions that you can't answer because you're not there. And that's another thing on the resume. Like a lot of people, I'm looking at resumes after, if I'm asking questions, I'm moving on to the next person because you're not there. You're not there to back your statements up on the resume. You want to hit every point to the point to where I can answer all the questions I have by going through your resume. Oh, what did she do here? Oh, never mind. She said it. Did they have any leadership or community involvement? They highlighted it and how they brought impact. Now it's like, oh yeah, I have to call them. They're interesting, right? But a lot of people leave room for questioning and wonder why they don't get interviews or hear back or gain any traction with the resume. Your resume is a brand. And if you don't care about your resume, why should I think you're going to care about my company? Because you don't care about you.
Right.
Enough to sit down and construct a well-written resume about yourself. So why should I expect you to perform your day-to-day duties at my company if you can't do the things you need to do for yourself?
Yeah, well, that's amazing. So I know you talked about kind of building your resume, building your brand just to get that foot in the door, to get your interview. But what tips do you have for applicants when they get to that interview point of stage?
Be yourself.
Okay.
That's my number 1 tip. Be yourself. Don't overexert yourself too much.
Mm-hmm.
Be natural. It's a conversation. You're getting to know them just as much as they're getting to know you. It's a 2-way street. Do I really want to work for this company? Are they putting the best people in front of me? Because if I'm a company, right, I'm putting my most talented individuals at the forefront to bring people in. So based on the person that's interviewing me, if they can't answer questions, now I'm questioning the company and who they're hiring.
Mm-hmm.
So I think one thing that people miss out on is not asking enough questions in the interview. In my interviews, I'm setting the tone. I go in the interview, I'm setting the tone to where I control the narrative. I don't let them ask me questions. I come in, I'm running the interview. I got the show, I got the outline, I have the agenda. To the point where I'm building the conversation, they forget about the questions they were going to ask me.
Yeah.
They might think it's an interview. I think it's more of a conversation. Let me get to know you a little bit. You get to know me a little bit. Yeah. Ask a little follow-up question. You have to ask those necessary questions, that maybe the HR recruiter needs or maybe a hiring manager needs them to ask. But besides those 1, 2, maybe 3 questions, man, you control the narrative. Hey, I think the ball is in your court.
Yeah.
You got to play the game. It's all a game.
Right.
You got to play chess, not checkers. Yeah. Piece by piece. It's strategy.
Right. Amazing. So kind of taking it back a little, just, kind of focusing in on you and your experiences. So throughout your college days, did you see any changes as far as goals are concerned, what you want to do with your career? What made you, kind of build out Spark Your Resume? What was that inspiration behind that?
Honestly, I never even thought about being an entrepreneur until really January this year. My family's not, I don't have any entrepreneurs in my family like that. They have good jobs, working corporate, making good money, but it's risk to entrepreneurship, and you have to be willing to take that risk and believe in yourself more than anybody else. I mean, as you should, right? But starting Spark Your Resume, I was already doing it. You know, I was already helping people in my career advancement center at Georgia State get their resume done, you know, tailor their resume to where they're attracted to recruiters, because I'm coming from a non-targeted university. Adobe doesn't come recruit at Georgia State. I wish they did, but they don't, right? For me to get that job, I had to go through a referral program. I had to build relationships. I had to put myself out there, you know? So now I'm giving back by teaching people how to do that for themselves, right? By going through our process at Spark Your Resume, really taking care of the people that come through us, you know? It's more of a one-on-one consultation. Like, we really care about our clients, you know, and I want to make sure that they're happy and they're satisfied with the work that we do, but also they gain so much value to where we caught them up to speed in a matter of 6 to 8 business days on how to navigate the LinkedIn platform, you know, like really just showing people ways to be successful in their industry. Because I know everybody can't be a business owner, right? But I do believe that everybody should own something. I think you should take your skill sets that you're working, that you're utilizing to, you know, contribute to the overall growth of any company you're working for, and put those to use as well. So if I'm a financial analyst at Adobe, maybe I can be a bookkeeper on the weekends. I'm already doing it, right? I'm already controlling finances, right? So why don't take it to the next level to where you can earn multiple streams of income? Yeah, it's a lot more work. It's going to take some more time, right? But if you're doing something you love and you enjoy, it's not work anymore. And you're helping people along the way. That's really the biggest thing. Like, the impact that I get from landing people with jobs, yo, like, that is crazy. Like, I get to yo, you helped me so much. Like, I didn't even know how to do this on LinkedIn. I'm like, yo, yeah, it's cool. Like, LinkedIn is crazy. But it's humbling to see that the work that you're doing is really impacting so many people in multiple ways. And it's very humbling to see. And I'm just thankful for being in that position to actually give back to my community.
Yeah, that's great to hear. So kind of moving on to our last question of the day. I'm super impressed that you can handle your own company and work full time at Adobe. And I think a lot of people think that's crazy. So, you know, how do you balance your work life, and, you know, any tips on how, like, on time management skills?
Yeah, it's tough. I'm not gonna lie, especially right now, onboarding virtually. Like, I'm having troubles at Adobe already. But it's time management, and I get up early. So, like, just keeping that calendar. I color code my calendar. You know, I got marketing meetings with Spark Your Resume at a certain time of the week, but then I also have a team too, right? So I don't do everything by myself. So when I'm posting on LinkedIn now, that's not me posting, right? That's Hootsuite. Hootsuite, great platform to use. I can set my times of schedule, post it throughout my day at work to where I know I'm still active on my social media platforms, but I don't have to necessarily be there, right? Because I'm at work. That Adobe needs my attention. I'm there giving them my time, right? That's what I signed up to do. So I think, but after work, just like now, 7 p.m., I'm off work. Now I'm on Spark Your Resume. So as soon as we got this call, I got things to do for the business, right? But then also taking that time to really wind down before I go to sleep. I try to go to sleep no later than like 1 a.m. I know that's kind of late, but 1 a.m. and then get up by like 6, 7, work out, start my day, eat breakfast, read a book for about 15, 20 minutes, get to work, you know, clock in at Adobe, do my thing, make sure the team is straight at Spark Your Resume. You know, we got our daily routine, but then on the weekends is where I really hit Spark Your Resume hard. So Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, boom, I'm on it. And then I try to take Sunday nights from like 8 to 12 just to relax, enjoy some family, you know, personal things. And then Monday we right back at it, you know. So it's a cycle. It's tough, you know, but like I said, if you're doing something you love, it's easy.
Well, thank you so much. You're such an inspirational leader for all of us. I learned so much from you. I hope everyone who's watching has too.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for being here with us.
Nah, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to see where Sizigi goes, and I want to meet the founder one day. So hopefully he'll reach out. I'll reach out to him.
I know. I'm sure Tony would be excited to meet you.
Yeah, set something up for sure. That'll be dope.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. Bye.